Let's talk about the Santa myth.
That time of development, around 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, there's a lot of changes happening. Puberty's going on. It is when kids start to question whether their parents really do know everything. I've heard some folks, probably from the progressive arm of our world, say, oh, you shouldn't lie to your kids. You shouldn't have them have this Santa story.
Who do they think puts all their toys under the tree?
There's a rumor floating around that the parents do it.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's a wonderful encapsulation of the Christmas or the winter holiday spirit. I loved the Santa story growing up. It was a big part of our life. My kids absolutely loved it.
Santa's coming to town!
Santa! Oh my God!
I think dealing with how they find out the truth about the Santa story says more about what you should do than what you shouldn't do.
I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not.
Why, of course I am!
Myths are important in cultures.
I remember very vividly the day that I asked Mom. It was July 4th, and she was reaching for a carton of eggs. I was like, Mom, is there a Santa Claus? And she squeezed the eggs, and she's like, do you really want to know? And I was like, yeah, I really want to know. And she said, no. Man, I didn't care. I got it. And that's obviously an anecdotal piece of evidence, but do kids feel betrayed? When they find out there isn't a Santa Claus, or are they yeah, I kind of figured it out. That's why I asked.
I think some do, but I think you're right. I think most are yeah, okay, this kind of makes sense in my whole development. In our family, our son, to this day, he's now in his late teen years, has never admitted that he knows the truth about the Santa story. He heard, I think, you and I talking about very, very early, those who believe in Santa get presents from Santa.
Right.
When people in his age group started to tell him, oh, there's not really a Santa, he'd be like, yeah, there is. There's absolutely a Santa. He was in a combined 5th, 6th grade class. All the 6th graders, did not believe in a Santa at that point. Well, around Christmas time, the teacher comes to me and says, hey, Josh, your kid has reconvinced most of the class that there's a Santa with the strength of his belief. Probably was originally motivated by those who believe in Santa get presents from Santa. Again, it's just kind of another way to understand how a myth is important in your life and in your society, right?
Look, given how many people are out there who are flat earthers, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a rise in people who actually believed in Santa Claus.
Personally, I think the Santa story is good. It's healthy when used in your family in a healthy way.
There's a piece of me that's I just love believing in magic. There's just something really powerful about choosing to believe in magic. Because we really do live in this incredible universe that shows us some beautiful things. And it's how is that not magical? Gravity is magic. It's absolutely
super magic.
Cool. It's
Absolutely.
Super magic. More so than even kids stopping believing in Santa Claus is kids stopping believing in magic.
Now, Jeff, did you have a particular point you wanted to make about the ongoing movie trope about the Christmas spirit? Because in this movie, of course, Santa's sleigh is increasingly unable to fly because there's not enough Christmas spirit.
I hate to be the one to say this. It seems that every single movie is about how people don't believe in the magic of Christmas anymore.
There's just no Christmas spirit anymore.
And I think if we have enough people saying the same thing, it might be time to move on. It's a lot like, that theater down the street that everybody's like, oh, we love it, but nobody goes. And it's yeah, you should tear it down and build a Best Buy.
Build a Best Buy? Are we in 2005?
That's a good point. Okay, so I just want Christmas movies to stop being about that. Why can't we just have a Christmas movie that's Christmas is an all-time high and Amazon is the one who's threatening it, and let's make the real bad guy be the Amazons and Best Buys. I mean, I guess we've conquered Best Buy. Okay, I'm going to talk about this a little more later in the week with a video I'm going to do where I talk about the screenwriting of Elf, but I will just quickly mention it here.